Some people come in your life just to make it easy for you to live, to make you feel important and tell you that you are worthy enough to be loved. These people are precious. And Tearie admits wholeheartedly that Jenna is one of those people in her life. The day they met first time, Tearie felt a grotesque connection with Jenna, and she knew that this girl would be her comfort person. Sitting in the cafeteria of university, Tearie stares at Jenna, who's telling everyone about Tearie in her excited voice. Tearie doesn't remember that when was the last time she felt to be someone's reason of happiness. The moment Jenna picked Tearie from Jian Mansion, she's rambling and laughing over silly things, and it looks like she's gonna burst out of happiness. Tearie places her hand over Jenna's hand and gestures her to slow down because she's sure gonna choke on air the way she's speaking so fast. So technically we are very good friends, and she's Sooyoon's cousin, so I'm gonna be her sister-in-law too, and then we'll be even more good friends. And then Jenna stops when she hears Tearie's laugh and she pouts. I'm just excited, Jenna utters, and Tearie nods. I know, so am I, Tearie says, but chuckles again, which causes a chuckle from Jenna as well. So Tearie, where were you studying before coming here? A girl with round glasses asks, sitting at the opposite side of the table. Jenna knew some students from art faculty because she took help from them for her project, and they happened to be Tearie's classmates. Art and fashion designing are related. Isn't fashion a form of art? Howard University, Tearie answers, and all of them hoot, which makes Tearie smile at their adorable reaction. Howard is a private university and famous for its academic programs. So Tearie was studying there with scholarship. Tearie didn't have too many friends back in America. Bobby was the only person she could call as her best friend. Other than him, she only used to talk with some of her classmates. Despite of being a chatterbox, Tearie stayed aloof because she didn't want anyone to find out about her miseries. That's the last thing she wants to happen. Tearie met with many students today, and most of them were so welcoming. Well, there's a group of some students which Tearie didn't like. They were literal junkies. Here comes the most famous dish of this cafeteria. A guy with big doe eyes and emaciated figure says while putting the dish on the table. The girl with round glasses smiles widely and leans towards the table, ready to eat. Let Tearie have the first piece, Yezal, a girl who's sitting at the right side of Tearie says, and Yezal sits back with a pout. Yezal, Yezal, Yezal. Tearie repeats her name in mind because she's having a big difficulty remembering their names. For her, Korean names are pretty difficult. Now she understands why people in America used to call her Tur instead of Tearie. Well, her name is not that difficult, and stop it, Tearie. Tearie shakes her head and embroils herself in the conversation again. No, it's okay, you can have it, Tearie says to Yezal, who looks again towards the girl who stopped her earlier. And Tearie chuckles when she sees that the girl is glaring at Yezal with her big eyes, maybe telling her to be quiet. Really, you can have it, Tearie says again, and Yezal's smile reaches her ear. She wastes no time to fill her plate. Tearie hears a sigh from the girl sitting at the right side. She's seeing herself in that girl and Bobby and Yezal. She always had to control her dumb friend in front of everyone so he couldn't embarrass himself. There you go. Taste it and tell us how is it. The boy who brought the meal says to Tearie while putting one piece of gimbap in Tearie's plate. Trust me, I often come here from my faculty just to have it, Jenna says, shoving a piece in her mouth. Tearie smiles, looking at all of them eating without any care in the world. Food is sure a way to lit up someone's mood. Don't try Chan, she's not this easy, the girl sitting next to Tearie says, and all of them laugh. I was just being nice, Bang Chan says, and the girl scoffs playfully. Who wouldn't be flattered for Chan's abs? Yuri, Jenna says. So it was Yuri. Finally Tearie remembers her name, which Jenna had already told in the morning. Oh, I forgot about that, Yuri says, and they all laugh because Bang Chan has a thin body like he's alive on air only, and that's the subject he always gets teased for, by his friends, which are just Jenna, Yezal, and Yuri, and now maybe Tearie too. Tearie tries to use chopsticks but fails, making everyone laugh at her cuteness. She never used chopsticks while eating. She always used fork even when her mother would make japchae for them. She wonders how people in Korea use chopsticks with no difficulty, so perfectly. Here, Use this. Yuri gives Tearie a fork and Tearie thanks her. Just as she puts the piece of gimbap in her mouth, she knows there and then that she will be coming in cafeteria every day because this is really the best meal she's having. Tearie makes a satisfying noise to which Jenna chuckles. Tearie looks at them with wide eyes and they all nod their heads knowing very well that what Tearie is gonna say. This is amazing, Tearie says. Told ya. Bang Chan utters and takes a piece from Yezal's plate, who tries to save her gimbap from Bang Chan but fails. Oh, look at the nerds having their meal. A sharp voice gets their attention and they all whip their heads towards the source of voice. This is the same guy Tearie saw in the morning, that junkie, with 2 girls and another guy. Tearie doesn't like the way he's speaking about them. That guy holds Chan's wrist with just 3 fingers and brings it in front of his own face. Why do you eat? You're gonna waste it anyway, he says and throws Chan's hand. Students with that guy start laughing and he smirks. Tearie gritters her teeth because that junkie is bullying Chan. She looks at Yezal, who's trying to cover her face. Maybe she knows that their next victim would be her. And Yuri? She's looking at that guy with a glare, and same as Jenna. Before Jenna could speak, Tearie leans back on her seat and looks at that guy with a bored expression and speaks. Why do you breathe? You're gonna die anyway. Just as Tearie speaks this, that guy looks at her with the speed of light and Tearie raises her one eyebrow, tilting her head to the side. Jenna and Yuri laugh loudly while Chan and Yezal try to hide their smiling faces.